North Texas cities aren't risking a repeat of last year's West Nile epidemic. In fact, many are already spraying areas where mosquitoes have tested positive for the virus.
But one group of people still lives with the effects. They are the survivors of West Nile virus. Fox 4's Calvert Collins is live in Dallas. And that's kind of the untold story, isn't it, Calvert? I mean, this disease can really be debilitating for the people who survive it.
Oh, absolutely, Steve. And it's not just the days and months after, it's the years. And that's who we talked to tonight. You know, none of them and none of us in North Texas want a repeat of last year. We saw the aerial spraying. We heard all the news about the growth of cases practically every week. Well, this group of people, like you said, they live with it every day, and they also continue preaching prevention every day they have it.
I got bit by mosquitoes all the time, and they never bothered me until this one.
That one bite for the people in this room caused paralysis, muscle loss, and nerve damage.
Perfect storm.
East Dallas resident Claire McCall was a healthy 55-year-old HR executive when she contracted West Nile in 2008. Within days, she was paralyzed from head to toe and had to relearn how to walk and talk. Her hands still shake.
I don't like to eat out.
McCall, whose 3 brothers all work in mosquito control, believes in good karma.
I think I'm alive because, you know, I had a purpose to finish out, and that was get out of corporate America and go take care of the poor.
It's a vicious, mean disease, and you cannot take it lightly.
The first cases in Texas showed up in 2002. 2006 saw over 100.
Last year it was like Category 5 tornado in Moore, Oklahoma, with West Nile here in Dallas.
Texas was ground zero for the virus, with 1,800 neuroinvasive cases and 89 deaths, according to the CDC. The Dallas-Fort Worth area had 1,000 of those and 36 deaths.
I can't run anymore. I can't do anything that involves running, like play basketball or tennis or any of those sports. I can play golf.
Former triathlete Walter Mizell was forced to give up his hobbies and law practice because he lost control of his right leg. He drives from Austin to Medical City, Dallas every few months just to talk to others like him.
We started the support group because when I got sick, my wife couldn't find out anything.
Surgeon Don Reed created the support group after his infection in 2005. While cities ramp up their efforts, these survivors all urge the public to
cover up or put that deed on, and don't let even one get to you.
Of course, easier said than done. So many of us, now we certainly know that as part of our summer protocol, but Dr. Don Reed believes that the real key is to spraying in more places, like many of these cities are doing earlier, and in more places, like I mentioned. And Heather, you mentioned starting the story that a lot of these cities started that process much earlier this year. Some were even putting out those mosquito traps in the spring months where they tested positive. That's where the ground spraying began. So again, they're jumping on this much earlier than they did last year so that we don't have the numbers like we saw.
It's all about prevention. Calvert, thank you.